Loan Officer Tony Baker and Vice President Commercial Lending Jackson, Kent Poley. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Bart. Appreciate you having us again.
Yeah, good to see you. We had your boss, Joe Williams, on last week.
Yep.
He said you were a little under the weather.
I was. I got one of those bugs that's going around. Seems like quite a few folks that I've run into lately have had to deal with the same thing. So I'm glad I've gotten worked my way past it.
Yeah, it's everywhere. I know you're a hockey fan, and you were excited to hear about Carter Mazur getting to play with the Red Wings tomorrow night. And I think a lot of us in the community have watched Carter progress through Jaha and into college, the minors, and now the NHL.
Yeah, I think we're very fortunate in this market to have such a good support of the hockey base and seeing someone starting at that age and develop their way through that and progress that's pretty impressive. So excited for him and his family.
Yeah, he's a great kid. At Christmas time, he was serving and volunteering at the Queen's Christmas dinner, and nobody knew who he was, and it was kind of funny, cleaning up tables and helping people to their seats, and very unassuming and very humble kid.
He is, yeah. My son, skated at the Lumens annual skate over the holidays, and he said Carter's came and skated with him. He thought that was pretty cool. So my son, who skated for Lumen, he now doesn't play hockey anymore, but he's up at Michigan State. But he's pretty neat to be able to play with that level of talent.
Yeah, we've got a great program, great facility in Jackson for cultivating hockey talent.
Yeah.
Kent, this is your first time on our show. How long have you been at CNB?
I'm a newbie. I've been there, I think this is my third week.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow. Is this your first job out of college?
Yeah, I'm pretty well seasoned.
What's your background? Have you been in commercial lending?
I have. I've been in commercial lending longer than I want to admit, but I came from a larger bank, more of a regional bank, 20 billion in assets. I just learned that they've grown. So, lending in those kind of environments gets to be more like a formula instead of lending to people and relationships. And so when I left there, I was looking for a good community bank, and I found this bank, and happy to be here.
Good. You found one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think bankers have a good feel of the economy, the state of the economy. How was 2024 for Jackson?
2024 was good to us. Hopefully 2025 will be similar. Knock on wood. We've continued to grow. Fortunately for us in this market, and I'm sure Joe covered probably the stuff on a broader base last week regards to the bank's performance. But we finished ahead of budget in just about every area. Our mortgage and retail and commercial lending, which I spent a lot of my time working on the commercial stuff. We've got 8 lenders plus myself. Now that we've added Kent on there, we had about $90 million in new commercial loans last year, which is a good number for us.
Sounds like a lot to me.
It is. It's a lot to get put through. The bank's got our loan exposure wise, we're at total as an organization. I think we're a little over $1.2 billion. But Jackson's a little bit more than half of that. So Jackson's extremely important to the bank. We have a lot of good relationships here. We're certainly very fond of the community. It's taken very good care of us, and we want to continue to take very good care of the community. There's a lot of good things going on here, and we're really excited about kind of the group that we've got put together here, and some of the opportunities I think that we see forthcoming in this calendar year.
I was surprised to find that you have 8 people on your team of commercial lenders. So, Kent, how do you manage, with 8 people all working in essentially the same area of commercial lending? Mm-hmm. Do you have certain segments, certain markets that you work with?
Well, I think that all the lenders, from what I can tell so far, have their niches mm-hmm. and their client base. And, my role is to, number one, get used to the community and meet enough people to go out there and find loans. But I'm also just going to help them with their portfolios. The more that I can help, the more that they can get out and do what they do best, which is deepen the relationships that we already have.
What's the average loan amount or the range that you will lend in commercial lending?
Well, so our legal lending limit is just north of $18 million right now. So as we continue to grow, that continues to go north as well. We've got several relationships that are above that, so we do participate or syndicate those with other banks. So that's something that we, do on a regular basis. So, sales size, I would say, is probably one of the main things we'll probably look at. It could be, a manufacturing company that has a couple $1 million in revenues, or it could be over $100 million in revenues. So we've got a very large gamut of the types of businesses that we deal with. But that's something that we're always, trying to determine in what we need to invest. And one of the biggest things today is going to be in the treasury management side. Utilizing those tools is very important, especially with fraud prevention, things of that nature. Those are becoming more and more important. But us staying on top of that kind of stuff and being able to provide the clients with the tools they need to be able to operate efficiently and safely every day is very important to us. And we need to make sure we continue to deliver that to our clients.
You're involved in the community. When Joe was here, we talked a lot about the sponsorships and support that events and nonprofits and community organizations get from County National Bank, and you tallied up the total dollars.
Yeah, well, in Jackson, I work with Amber Yoder, who's the head of our marketing. She told me we did just over around $115 million last year in donations to charities in the Jackson community. There's probably over 45, 50 charities that we spread that money around to. So, it's very nice that the bank gives back from financially, but I think it's even better that a lot of our employees are just so heavily involved and care about the community that there's a lot of those personal time and hours that are put into helping the community as well.
Well, Kent, as the new guy, I got to ask, do you like art?
I do.
Do you like beer?
I do.
Do you like wine?
Absolutely.
Well, then you'll love the Art, Beer, and Wine Festival. And again, this year, you'll be the title sponsor of that.
Yeah, Amber informed me we were able to finalize that. We're going to be the title sponsor of the Art, Beer, and Wine Festival again in June this year, so we're excited about that. It's always been always gets a good turnout, so hopefully we'll have some good weather, but certainly a well-attended event and a good opportunity to get out and network and see all the good things going on in this community.
Yeah, you have a big white tent at that, and I think you have to man it.
Yeah.
I'm willing to go above and beyond.
Kent might be excited about that one, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be...
Take one for the team.
Yeah, a milestone year, too, for Art, Beer, and Wine, and it's, I think, planned to be even bigger this year. They're making some, and they think every year, additions and improvements. If people are interested in the services of CNB, you guys are right downtown?
Oh, absolutely. We would certainly want to take an opportunity to thank all of our clients, and if you're not one, we would certainly love an opportunity to prove ourselves.
Great.
So reach out to any of our branches or any of us downtown.
Great. And people can call you even during an NCAA tournament game?
Yeah, the NCAA tournament game, I honestly, I almost never leave home without my phone. I'll answer it on vacation. So we've got a lot going on, and we always want to keep things going. And I think it's one of our things that we've been good at over the years is speed to market, and we want to make sure we're meeting the needs of the client. So.
All right. Even though he's watching the game, he's got his phone. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you, Bart. Appreciate it.
From County National Bank, Vice President, Commercial Loan Officer Tony Baker, and VP Commercial Lending for Jackson, Ken Poley.